Hey guys, how you doing? It's really muggy in here, so if I wipe away the sweat, don't mind me. First, I just want to thank you all for reading the diaries. Those of you who stop by and comment all the time. I know it's tough, to explore the life of someone. For some of you it's just juicy Jerry Springer type stuff. But, it makes exposing myself worth it when it touches someone. So I just want to thank you guys for that. So I want to read the latest volume of the diary called Levels of Loneliness. I hope y'all can hear me clearly. I'm pretty soft spoken, so you guys probably pretty shocked by that. Okay, here we go. Levels of Loneliness. Lanky, skinny, black boy, 16 years of age, shirt from Kmart, pants from Sears. He sits alone at a cafeteria table with no one to occupy his time. They giggle, they whisper, they point at the toe spill from the hole in his sneaker. They barely know his name. He's so quiet, shy, can't look anyone in the eye. And thinking back to my high school days, I can't believe this boy was I. Yes, this was me. And I remember sitting at that table alone, standing in the corners of playgrounds all alone during my early years of high school. Because for me, it was easier to keep to myself rather than the face of name calling, the insults and jokes sure to be thrown my way. Or perhaps for me, this was just all paranoia on my part. Deep down inside, I always knew I was different. I just wasn't sure exactly how. It was easy to believe it was the clothes I was wearing or the way my sneakers squeaked as I walked. But I knew, yes, I knew even then, there was something different about me. Nothing about me as a teenage boy was all that different in appearance besides the clothes my mother got off wear that I wore. Talk about embarrassing. I had crushes on girls, so I thought. I played sports, loved junk food, and watched wrestling on Saturdays. But in school, I still refused to allow myself to open up. It wasn't that I didn't want to. It's because by doing so, I would be exposing that inner secret. A secret that even I didn't know existed. The way I looked at Eric, the way I got along with Miguel were weird feelings. And the fact I couldn't keep my eyes off naked boys in the shower told me something I was afraid was true. It told me I was gay. My secret became my loneliness. An unbelievable transformation took place as I entered college. That lanky, skinny black boy, now 19 years of age, became popular. It was like being away from home just opened up my humor, my intelligence, my being. Gave me that confidence. That empty lunch table now was surrounded by many different people who sought out to get to know who I was. And they say college is a place where we find ourselves. I'll tell you right now, that's true. Not forgetting who I was, that boy that sat alone, I extended my hand to any kid I saw as a loner, because I remember that used to be me. I became the life of parties, the social organizer, and the kid no one could stay mad at. But still, there was ridicule in certain people I would back into my shell around. It became a different kind of loneliness because I had to be that person anyone expected me to be. There was no way that I was gay in their eyes. How do I tell my best friends that after dancing with girls at parties, that behind closed doors I was looking at gay porn? How do I tell people I hear using the term faggot that indeed they were hanging with one? Popularity brings loneliness when no one sees behind lonely eyes. As an adult, and someone you all have read, as a very open person, it all started with levels of loneliness. That feeling that no one will understand, no one can understand, helped me realize that in all reality there's always someone who will be there to offer a hug. As a man who has to find himself, I still have that loneliness because once again people see me and assume I got it going on. I must have tons of men knocking down at that door. But the problem is they all assume the same thing, so no one is knocking. As some of you know, there's someone I lightly have tapping at that door, and he has been for over a year. When I look at him, I see an older version of me. We probably traveled different roads, but along the way, we've experienced similar experiences. We are two lonely guys who choose to be lonely instead of being hurt. The gay world, the world in general, can really injure our heart to the point where It may take a transplant to fix. In the way families abandon children when they find out they are gay, ends up being grown men and women eating Thanksgiving alone, and with no gifts under the Christmas tree. Lonely becomes non-acceptance. My words on Survivor has become my friend in those moments I feel that loneliness. To have someone just to lie next to and wake up with is fulfilling, sure. There are some weekends I do have that rather. But just to know there's someone out there who puts you number one is the ultimate feeling of importance. So to end this volume, I want to say that we can't be loved until we are ready to show the world who we are. And that's exactly what I'm doing, I guess. And we can't love until we face our levels of loneliness. And that's the end.